Hi, y'all. My name is Austin Strickland, and I'm reading a chapter a day out of the Y'all Bible version. And today we are reading Genesis chapter 2. The heavens and the land and everything in them were completed. On the seventh day, God finished the work that he had been doing, and he rested on the seventh day from all the work he had done. God blessed the seventh day and made it holy because he rested from all his work of creation which he had done. This is the account of the heavens and land when they were created in the day that Yahweh God made the land and the heavens. No shrub of the field was yet in the land, and no plant of the field had yet sprung up, for Yahweh God had not caused it to rain on the land, and there was no human to cultivate the ground. But a mist went up from the land and watered the whole surface of the ground. Then Yahweh God formed a human from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the human became a living being. Yahweh God planted a garden in the east in Eden, and there he put the human whom he had formed. Out of the ground, Yahweh God made every tree to grow that is pleasing to look at and good for food, including the tree of life in the middle of the garden and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. A river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from there it was parted and became four rivers. The name of the first is Fishon. It flows through the whole land of Havilah, where there is gold. The gold of the land is good, and aromatic resin and onyx stone are also there. The name of the second river is Gihon. It is the same river that flows through the whole land of Cush. The name of the third river is Hiddekel. It flows in front of Assyria. The fourth river is the Euphrates. Then Yahweh God took the human and put him into the Garden of Eden to cultivate and protect it. Yahweh God commanded the human, saying, "From every tree of the garden you may eat and eat, but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, for the day you eat from it you will die." Then Yahweh God said, "It is not good for the human to be alone. I will make a corresponding ally for him." Out of the ground Yahweh God formed everything living from the field and every bird of the sky, and brought them to the human to see what he would call them. Whatever the human called the living beings became its name. The human gave names to all cattle and to the birds of the sky and to every animal of the field. But for the human no corresponding ally was found. Yahweh God called the human to fall into a deep sleep. As the human slept, he took one of his sides and closed up the flesh in its place. Yahweh God crafted a woman from the side he had taken from the human and brought her to the human. The human said, "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She will be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore, a man will leave his father and his mother and will join with his woman, and they will become one flesh." They were both naked, the human and his woman, yet they were not ashamed. See y'all tomorrow for chapter 3.